Alright, I did it. I put my phone camera next to my computer camera. Let's see if I can get the computer out of the way. And we're here with the Frenchy commentary on today's battle. Yeah, I'll be calling out dopes, crashes, slips, like our little KDA, like Kevin said. And it's late, so I'm trying to get to bed, but I love watching these battles, so let's do it. Alright, starting it off is Kevin. He did not do speaker view, but that's okay. Nice, slow, patient with the music, hitting those beats. Boom, that little, pump to the beat was sick. Looking his opponents right in the camera eye. Dope, I like that. Very good top rock. Good movement, flare, into thread, into footwork. Nice, headstand into handstand. You do that a lot, and it looked a little rushed in that. Oh, nice beat kill. Oh, a little slip there, little slip. The headstand to chair is definitely dope. The top rock was pretty dope, so I give two dope points for that round. I kind of hand them out, but I like to. I think you're all dope. I love you all. Damien, some Mimi top rock. Oh, that was a nice foot wiggle to drop. Damien with that fresh footwork. A lot of direction changes, but not a lot of flow. Oh, that two-footed swipe both ways. Roll, push up. Little slip there. Slip, definite slip on that. You jump to the camera, you jump backwards and look like a major crash. Busy boy, Frenchy flips coming at you. Taking my time to think about the set. I actually wanted to do a thread set in this, but I didn't get to do it, so my first set looked kind of sloppy. I also thought the other song was coming up, so I tried to hit the beat, but it didn't come. Ah, damn, the thing lagged, so it doesn't hit the beat, but I had 2 beat kills there with the top rock. Oh, okay. Alright, little back rock to roll. Tried to hit a thread, but it didn't come through. That's definitely a slip. And a little slip there, so 2 slips. And the finish was kind of weak. My first round was really weak. I'd say I like the kickback, so that was kind of cool because I did that new concept in it, so I give that dope, but 3 slips that round. Nick crashes once, goes in that head roll, slips right there. Tries to hit the baby, crashes that.
Thank you for watching my video demo.
Nice ending freeze though. Alright, Nick, alright. Alright, knee drop, kind of looked like a crash. Alright, Nick. Hits the hand hop on beat, that was dope. So I give a dope to Nick that round. I think 1 slip and 2 crashes. Comes Kevin in that beat. Oh yes. Oh yes. That do on beat, that was sick. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Oh, that back roll, that was sick. Into chair. Stinking a little bit here. The reset. You could have gone into that a little better, I think. And then kind of crash or slip on the chair freeze, and then the boom 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 on the beat kill. But I'd say I think I give a dope that round and the slip for the air chair. But tight round. Damien attempts to moonwalk and fails, and we're like, boom, you're not MJ. Cartwheel kind of thing, dropping a windmill. Windmill, the headspin, that was dope. That was clean. Footwork seemed kind of scattered here, not really to the music. Grabs a gun out of nowhere. Yeah, and then Kevin, you call him out on the no musicality. Seems like you're kind of just throwing a set on this one. But then you hit that handstand on the no beat, that was sick. But other than that, the musicality was not there. And I come here with this kind of aggressive top rock to the music. I really like this. Hitting all these beats. Broken flare, swipe, flare. I wanted to go into flare mill. That flare was sloppy. I call that a slip. Really sloppy. But then I hit the knee slides to every bang, long note. and the bum 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 on the note. It's kind of annoying that this stream lags for me, but damn, that was pretty solid. Tried to do a thread set here, but I grabbed the wrong leg, but I kind of save it. Damien kind of calls me out that I didn't do anything with it. That's not a crash though. I just I grabbed the leg and didn't do anything with it. But give 2 dopes that round. The set was pretty tight and the slip on the flare. But I transitioned to footwork real clean out of it, so it didn't look like a crash. Kevin calling Nick out for no musicality. Nick hasn't crashed yet, but his footwork is very sloppy. I'm actually gonna back up a little here and start Nick's set over, because I was still commentating on mine. Yeah, top rock getting a little more flow. You still love to do that really high air hook, and it just doesn't look good. I don't think you should do it. Kevin calls you out for no musicality. Your footwork's too slow, a little too blocky. Now you kind of pick up the flow here a little bit. Try to go into a shoulder stand, you crash that. There's a crash for sure. Then you just bail into this shoulder freeze. Kip up, and you end your set. Alright, last set. Kevin, the first of your top rock looked kind of similar to your first round. Drop down, sick drop down. Oh, cool. I didn't notice that. That was cool. Put a dope there to the music. Some 12-step. Little kick in the front. Some repeats here. Definitely third round. Nice drop in the middle. Headstand. Yeah, he just learned that today. The handstand. Damien tries to call it twice. That was not a twice. It was the first time he did that, I think. Or it might have been a twice. Alright, Damien coming with his top rock. Brings his knee up to his elbow. Oh, here comes a hand behind the back. Rolls into a shoulder freeze. Goes back to a shoulder freeze. And then spends way too long in shoulder freeze trying to thread like me. F you, Damien. It didn't hit shit. Took way too long. Roll, kind of looks sloppy. I call that a slip. Nice handstand. And the pull up. I don't know. It was kind of a weak set, honestly. I've seen way better. How do you hold you to a higher standard, Damien? Now, Nick, I expect to crash. Alright, here comes me. Let's back it up one set. Alright. Ooh, fresh top rock. Looking clean. Arms, I could definitely move my arms more. Flare, mill, flare. That's what I wanted to hit here. Footwork was actually kind of clean this last round. Turn step back. I was looking for the thread. Oh, that head spin on beat. Oh, Kevin hypes me up into the backflip, which I kind of slipped up because I didn't want to hit the computer. But that head spin on beat was definitely dope. I just wish the recording didn't lag, so I could hear all these things on beat. All right, here comes Nick. I restarted, by the way. Looking at this round. Some footwork into a handstand, but the handstand was like so it didn't look that good. Footwork too clunky. Kevin calls him out for not looking at the camera. Roll back into a headstand, which is pretty dope, and end his set. Actually, it looks like he wants to do something else and then doesn't do something else. But no crashes that last round from Nick, which is really good. Your footwork's honestly really blocky. You really need to work on that. Kevin, you know, with the repeats, actually maybe round 2, I think you had 1 or 2, but not many. Definitely working on making that better. Yeah, overall, everyone really dope. I need to work on cleaner footwork and not repeating. And Damien, a little bit on repeating, but you know, it's not that bad. But some stuff looks a little blocky, kind of. But your transitions are very interesting, very original. So keep doing them. I bet you'll make something dope with it. But that's it. Peace.
It's always hard when Damien and Kevin are on the opposite teams, and Frenchy as well. Okay, I mean, I don't. So Damien, like, I like your round 2 a lot.
Battle, Goose.
Wait, this wasn't a battle?
Yeah, who won the battle? And then give us commentary. Yeah, let us know first. Yeah.
Otherwise,
the tie, we have to dance again, Anton.
Wait, what do you mean by give commentary? Do I like give?
Tell us who won first, and then if it's a tie, we have to go one more round. With
well, I think Kevin plus Frenchy won. Let's see, round 1, Kevin, good top rock. You had a flare, which is semi rare. I think it's a bit rare for you, but that's really good. You when you did a 12-step, like it looked really good on the fast beats, and when you exited, you had a head spin, so that was very good. Damien, for your round one was pretty good. You had like, so I like your beginning top rock. It definitely switched up things. You had a little like foot wiggle. The way you incorporated, so I think swipes are, so like I personally have trouble incorporating swipes to like hit beats, but I think you incorporated swipes really nicely. I think you crashed somewhere, but I think you could have really like you crashed somewhere, and then like you kind of like, okay, you slipped somewhere, and then like and then you basically
Style.
okay, basically like I think you could have like played it off better. So Frenchy, for round one, the song started when like the song was like close to, like it was either gonna like finish or like at the time, like I mean, this is like with the benefit of hindsight, but the song was either gonna finish or like it was gonna like at a low point. So like, you know, that was just an unlucky start. So like you did wait, so you did wait a bit, but I think like perhaps you could have been more patient, because when you started doing like power, like the music was not really not super hype. Maybe more patience. I mean, like usually these songs, like they won't like drag you on for too long, and even if you like don't do it, I think the audience will like, I think they'll understand like, oh, you know, the beat's not like great right now. Overall, I thought it was a good response to Damien. In my notes, it says that you slipped somewhere. I guess like this will show up when you review the footage. Nick, you had some solid coin drops, but the connection between individual coin drops is tough. It was a bit rough, and I really like your hand hops, which were on beats. So those look very, very nice. Yeah, so that was round one commentary.
What about the other two?
Oh, okay, yeah. Kevin, round two, you started off with some like up kicks, and you had those like chest bumps. I mean like by now we know like those are like your mini sets, but those still look very nice. And overall it was good. I think your air chair at the end could have had a cleaner exit. Then again, it's one of those moves I think it's kind of like hard to get out of once you're in it. Damien, I really liked your round two. I thought it was the best round out of the three. You had a really a really solid like battle attitude going into it, and you were like extremely aggressive for some reason. I don't know why, but you just were really aggressive, and I like that.
Because he knew he was getting smoked.
Frenchy, round two, you had some nice flare swipes, and I really like this. So like I don't remember off the top of my head. By my notes, it says that you had like, I really liked like this little fork that you when you're like coming out of swipes. That's something that's personally like a bit hard for me to do. Like it's not the easiest move to come out of, but you had this nice forward thing to go out of it. You had a ground pound with your hands. So when it moves, I saw it. But in the end, you kind of like, you had a little roll. It was a bit sloppy for your finishing freeze. But it's understandable. Like it must have been like very, very tiring, like doing all that. I really liked your round two. I think you did a great job of like not using footwork as transitions between power, because the beginning of your round two, you were just like doing footwork for the sake of doing footwork. And when you're doing that, you had some really good combinations. You were able to, you had like a lot of like delicate, like, I mean, not delicate, but like intricate maneuvers that basically shows that you can do footwork very well. So I don't know, like perhaps in like future battles, it'll be nice to like keep in mind to incorporate like a longer like footwork segment before you go into power. And actually, like the fact you're still able to do power after doing footwork is pretty impressive, and says something about your stamina. But yeah, good top rock hitting those beats. Kevin, round three, I don't describe it. It's like nice, good like standard footwork. I think like extremely flashy, but like, you know, every few circles, like you like, or like every other circle, you like you varied up to like the way you move. I mean, like this is good. This is standard. You can like, you know, you can make it very far into a competition by just doing like standard stuff really cleanly. Maybe the only bad thing I'll say is that in your end, the mill plus the backspin was a bit awkward. It seemed a bit out of place. Damien, your round three was okay. Your round three was kind of sloppy. You had this like weird like slow thread moment. Oh, he wants to fight. He wants to fight. Oh, he's not happy. Damien, I can't hear you. You're muted. But it wasn't. I think like if you're like pulling out a strong round two, you should follow through with like okay, some parts of it, but mostly like some parts of it looked slower than what you're doing with round two, because your round two was faster than round one. So like, you know, your round three, you can go slower, but you shouldn't have like an extremely significant slowdown. And some moves, like including your swipes, looks a bit repeated. I guess round three, everybody's getting tired because you guys threw like power every round. Yeah, and Frenchy, good power. But it was, I don't know, like if you can consider like mill, like flare to mill again being a bit repeat. The beginning, maybe like the beginning like 10 seconds looked a bit similar to your round two, because you're doing like power, then like you get out of power, you have this little like footwork pattern you do when you get out of power. But one variation that I noticed that you put in was you had like this like sequence of like CC traveling, which looked good. And then I guess by the end you were pretty tired because like you did a flip and then like you didn't land the way you wanted to. Nick, round three, nice footwork. I didn't take as many notes on this one. Sorry. So like I just had nice footwork. There's probably something more I should have written. But yeah, overall, good job, everyone.